Hello and welcome to Meaningful Monday. We are really a month in or more of this new way of life, this stay at home for some of us. Many of us are on the front lines and not staying at home, but a very different world, and one that has a lot more stress and anxiety and uncertainty in it. And we all have very different ways of dealing with that stress. And talking to people in our community, clients, friends, it seems that there's a whole range of how people deal with this stress. Some people have become uber productive, starting new projects, exercising more, really go, go, go. And that's their means of coping, while other people have really slowed things down and taken this as a time to recharge and rest. And while there's no right or wrong way to deal with stress, there is a right way for you to cope with your stress. And the way that you know that you found that way is how you feel. So if you are sleeping well, if you're able to keep a positive attitude, of course, there's going to be times when you're worried or upset. But if overall you have a positive attitude, you're sleeping, feel energy during the day, then you're doing a great job. So just keep doing what you're doing. But if you feel like your energy is really depleted, you can't stop worrying, you're not sleeping well, then you have to stop and think about what you can change in order, and we all have to do what we can change in order to cope with that stress better for you. So just to give you an example of myself, I have noticed looking at my Fitbit watch that all of a sudden my active time, so my intense exercise time, literally has doubled weekly over what it was before this. And I'm running more and doing more exercise. And while it's a great outlet for my stress, my body is feeling it in such not so great ways because I've completely neglected rest and recovery. In my mind, I'm home every day, so I don't need a day of rest. I don't need a day to do yoga or to stretch. And I'm not having that recovery time. And even though going out for a run might relieve mentally the stress, physically my body's feeling the toll. So for me, my coping methods needs to change a little bit to incorporate, some slower walks with family and, looking around, stopping to talk, and a slower pace, or some yoga days. On the flip side, I've talked to many people who find that they can't find the motivation to do anything and they just feel zapped and their energy drained. You don't want to give into that either unless you feel like it's helping you and really giving you what you need. But most likely it's not. And you need to get out and move a little bit, and maybe don't set the bar to where it was before this, because maybe you need to bring things down, but make sure you're getting out and moving and getting that heart rate up. So bottom line, we all deal with stress differently. We're all going to have different ways of coping with it. But whatever your way of coping with it is, take some time to look inside today and really examine if that's working for you, and if not, what you can do to change that. And don't forget the basic things that we know to be true, which is, being present in the moment, doing our best to keep a positive attitude, sleeping and moving, and rest. That's another big one too. So not just moving, but also that recovery time. So take some time today. Think about what's working and what's not working. Bounce off deals off community members, off us. Talk it out, and you'll really be surprised at what you might find that you think is working that maybe might need a little tweaking. So have a wonderful week. We will see you back here next week.